I am taste testing every single DiGiorno pizza at the grocery store for a second round to let you know which top 5 pizzas you must have on hand for friends and family this holiday season. I have done this video before. This is a part 2 because, fun fact, there are a lot of DiGiorno pizzas that exist in the world, and I thought I had tried them all because I'm pretty sure my body is made up of about 30% DiGiorno pizza at this point. But there are a bunch of new pizzas and varietals that I truly have never tried before, and I feel like they need to be ranked. You guys know I've worked with DiGiorno for like 5 years. They are sponsoring this video, so I took that as an opportunity to really go ham. No pun intended, because I think there's some ham on some of these. You guys, they have breakfast pizzas. This is a croissant crust, I did not stutter, sausage and gravy croissant crust pizza. Geniuses, like it's everything. Well, I haven't tasted it yet. I don't know, but it looks, come on. I hope I don't get disappointed. I've really hyped it up. They also have a cinnamon roll croissant crust pizza, and they have an eggs Benedict style croissant crust pizza. Why ever make breakfast again? You know what I mean? The thing about this is it's so hearty. There's so many layers. Their croissant crust pizza has, I think, 7 layers of buttery, flaky. I mean, it really is a croissant. Oh my gosh, Picasso. That's like not what I expected, but I think everything that I need. Oh, the gravy is not runny, it's not gooey. I was a little worried because gravy can be hit or miss. Also, not all gravies are good gravies. Getting gravy good, y'all, is gosh darn hard. But it really is a crossover pizza. I'm just gonna say it. It is a breakfast pizza, but it's really an anytime pizza. It kind of feels like a good brunch option. I'm gonna have 10 more bites of this one. Oh my god, these sauces are so delicious. There are inventors somewhere who need a raise. I'm just saying it. Whoever's in the test kitchen, get them a raise. All right, next is the fully stuffed ultimate 3 meat. Every time I see this, I see fluffy stuffed, which is kind of what I'm anticipating this to taste like, fluffy stuffed. What they do with this one is instead of doing like the cheese stuffed in the crust, they do a whole layer of cheese throughout the whole pizza. So it's like 2 buttery, flaky crusts on top of a layer of cheese. Why didn't I think of DiGiorno before whoever created it thought of DiGiorno? Like, this is a genius idea. This one's hot, fresh out of the oven. There's so much on here. There's pepperoni made with pork, chicken, and beef, sausage with pork and chicken. It's like a meat lover's dream. Whoa, just whiplash coming from that breakfast pizza. This is full on football game night. That is a pizza. Matt would love this one. It does taste like a party pizza. I don't know. I feel like when you hire someone to help you move in your 20s, because in your 30s, I don't help anyone move. I just stopped doing that. But when you're in your 20s, you pay people with pizza to help you move. This is that pizza that you need after a long day of physical labor. That is some pizza. Speaking of cheese, it's not a video unless it happens. This is the cheese stuffed crust supreme. I love pepperoni cheese stuffed crust. I have never tried the supreme version. You can see here, there's like a tunnel. It's like a tunnel to happiness. And it is full of cheese. I mean, there's cheese there, there's cheese there, there's just cheese everywhere. I will say, of all the pizzas that I've tried in my lifetime, I feel like DiGiorno really goes big with the toppings. They do not skimp out. Oh, that cheese pull though, juicy. Am I a supreme girl? I'm not typically a supreme girl. I'm kind of into this. I don't really like olives, so I probably would pick the olives off. That's the kid in me. We all know there's one inside of all of us, but everything else, delicious. For the holidays, I think it would be genius if you did like a pizza bar with pizza dips and maybe some dessert pizzas with like chocolate fondue or cheese fondue. Oh, don't steal that. Actually steal that idea, but just know, just give me credit. I love my job. Next is the Hawaiian pizza, AKA the pineapple and ham pizza. Some people hate fruit outside of the context of fruit itself, like on salads or on sandwiches or on pizza. I'm not one of those people. I like the diversity, but I don't like ham too much, so I'm not that excited about this one. But the pineapple I can get down with, but you know, I'm not gonna judge a ham until I have it in my mouth. So I think it's time to just see what the DiGiorno version of the Hawaiian style rising crust pizza is. Rising crust is also one of my favorite crusts. Honestly, it's just the ham. It's the ham. The pineapple's really good. Super sweet. I could pick the ham off and still get that nice, sweet to savory, juicy bite. This is the croissant crust 3 meat. My favorite pizza, the croissant crust pizza, back at it again. There's sausage, pepperoni, meatball, none of which are bad words. There's nothing to say. It speaks for itself. It's beauty, it's grace. It should take up every space this holiday season. Someone got mad at me because they think that I have too much fun in these videos. I should be more serious. We're talking about delicious croissant crust pizza, people. Have a little fun. This is the one time in my week that I get to fully enjoy myself and my snacks. Please sit down. Anyway, back to the pizza. Yum, yum. I would give it 10 yums because I love croissant crust pizza. I was like, I have to try the 4 cheese. I feel like I might have tried the 4 cheese at one point in my life, but I eat so much of the pepperoni, I have maybe hence forgotten what the 4 cheese might taste like. So I threw it in here just for posterity because it's science and everything. This is good. A cheese pizza is for a specific person. There are people who just don't like the texture. They don't like the differentiators in flavors. My old roommate used to be that way. She loved to chew her food 35 times a bite, and she loved cheese pizza. That was her brand. I still loved her and I respected her. It's just, this is her pizza. For me, I will not be disappointed if I buy this pizza, but I feel like that little extra oomph with the pepperoni or the 3 meat or the supreme, I think that's what I'm here on this earth to experience. It's like my purpose. All right, let's get into the fully stuffed double pepperoni, which has tons of pepperoni made with pork, chicken, and beef. I love it. There's an additional layer of cheese in every bite. It's like it makes the texture of every bite even. The cheese stuffed, you eat all the delicious pizza and then you leave like the cheese stuffed crust for later. It's almost like a little mozzarella stick. This, you kind of get that specialness in every bite. I feel like around the holidays, people want things simple. They want their food simple. They don't want to think too much about it. You want to watch holiday movies. You want to drink hot chocolate. You want to eat all delicious foods. I feel like this pizza goes a long way because there is so much going on. Very hearty, very filling, very tasty. Okay, let's get into the thin crust. I don't know if you guys know that DiGiorno makes thin crust pizza as well, which I feel like is the pizza that I would never gravitate toward. Truthfully, I haven't had a thin crust pizza in a really long time, so maybe I will be converted today. It feels like if you're in the mood for something but you don't want to go big like the fully stuffed, you just kind of want something a little lighter. Maybe you're going to a gymnastics class later. What? And you want something that's just like grab and go. I like the squareness of it all. I don't know what it is about having a square piece of pizza versus a triangle. I just prefer it. Does anybody else? I think that's that child in me that person was judging me for. She's like, act like an adult, but I'm sorry, square food excites me. Can that not happen as an adult? I think the thin crust pizza community is going to like it. It has like more of a crunchier, crispier experience. I'm gonna keep on that thin crust train for a minute. We've got the thin crust Supreme. Again, Supreme is not typically my go-to, but that first Supreme that I tried, that was gatewaying me into more Supreme options. And when I think Supreme, this is so Supreme. Look at how much is on this slice of pizza. The flavor is so big in a good way. So much going on. This does not taste like a pizza that you get from the grocery store. This combo is the thin crust combo. Thin crust for president. These are our final 2, and we're gonna end with a bang. This is their hand-tossed pepperoni. It is a more signature classic style of pizza, dripping with cheese. There's something, it tastes like pizza that I used to get from this pizza restaurant back home when I was growing up, but I get to eat it now all the time because it exists as a DiGiorno pizza. This is for a person who loves the flavoring of a delicious crust, where the crust is the star and the toppings are just there as backup dancers. We love a backup dancer, but that crust is really why you come and you pay the big bucks or the dynamic pricing to see it. Guys, y'all know I had to end on a 3 meat. I feel like I've become a supreme 3 meat gal this video. This is the Rising Crust 3 meat, and it has sausage, pepperoni, beef, chicken, pork, bacon, all of the delicious meats. Rising Crust, also another, like, it almost bounces back. Can you see that? Like, look at that. How fluffy. Look at that. That is why it's so delicious. Man, I just want to eat that crust now after seeing it in action. That's another good crust. I think I still prefer the croissant crust 3 meat, but if Rising Crust is your pizza of choice, it's solid. That is a pretty hearty piece of pizza. After much debate, pondering, retaste testing a couple times, these are the top 5 best DiGiorno pizzas you can buy at the grocery store right now. In the 5th spot is the Hawaiian style rising crust pizza. I'm just gonna have to agree to disagree with anybody who doesn't like pineapple on pizza, and I don't even like ham, and this is so good it made a top 5. Next is the fully stuffed double pepperoni. If you've never had this experience with the cheese layered between the 2 crusts, next is the thin crust supreme pizza. I'm not a supreme pizza kind of gal, but their thin crust with all the supreme toppings really makes you rethink everything you thought about pizza. Ooh, coming in hot, the 3 meat croissant crust pizza. There's nothing better than a croissant crust pizza that exists in the world. I feel like the 3 meat version could maybe just solve all the world's problems. The best pizza that you can buy is their breakfast pizza, the sausage and gravy croissant crust pizza. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more food content to come. Thanks so much again to DiGiorno for sponsoring this. Make sure to go find DiGiorno at a store near you. And don't forget, it is not delivery. We don't even know her. We don't even talk about her here. It's DiGiorno.